today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
This is my mode, baby.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. $21-0 our score after 1. Second and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of...
It got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job to look at.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Julian Blackmon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Hines now on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a give to Mixon. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This goes out wide from Mixon. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ashton Davis, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Hines. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. take it at about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Zaven Collins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for the Giants.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Check number 6.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Giants. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Double tight. You got 3 down.
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,